This is a brief video of how I set up my charts in the MetaTrader 4 platform to trade Forex. It's been serving me well, and I just recently started using this particular strategy a couple of weeks ago, and I traded on my live account and my demo account. Currently in my demo account right now, I have $19,305.50. When I initially first started the demo account, I put in $7,500, and I've traded it up to $19,305.15. That's not without any losses. I currently have two trades open in the demo account now that I'm negative $408 and some change in, but I expect them to turn themselves around, so I'm not really worried about those. If they don't, I have my stop set so that if I do take a loss, I'll take, a loss that I can cope with. But at any rate, getting started and moving forward, I know this looks like a bunch of garble to you guys, but that's basically what my chart looks like when I'm trading Forex live and demo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to USD CAD, which is the pair that I trade the most, and I'm going to open up a new chart by right clicking and clicking on chart window. As you can see, this chart window comes up. Just ignore the pending trade setups that I have. We're not going to worry about those right now. But the way I set the chart up so that it looks like this one on this chart is I right click on the chart, I go to properties, and first I take the grid off, and I like to leave the show ask lines on, and I trade with candlesticks, and I allow my chart to shift or shift and scroll. So you want to have chart auto scroll, chart shift, candlesticks, show OHLC, and show ask line all checked. As for my colors, I set them up slightly different too as well. For the bar up, I leave that green. For the bar down, I change this to red. And for the bull candle, which is up, I change that to green. And for the bear candle, I change that to red. The significance of those colors for me is that red is trending up. Green is trending up, red is trending down. And it just gives me a quick visualization on which way the trend is going if I have to look at it really quick. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and you can see the candlesticks, and you can see the wicks on the candlesticks, and of course you have red and green candles. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a indicator. The indicator that I'm going to add first is the Legacy Trader MT4 indicator. This indicator here just gives me a quick reference on the trend. If I'm confused, if it's consolidating or something like that, it just gives me a quick reference on the trend. This is by default. I don't change anything in here other than maybe these colors. I don't necessarily like the aqua color, but what I normally do is the magenta, I change it to red. All the magentas, I change it to red. And the aqua colors, I usually change those to Dodger blue. And like I said, this is just for my personal preference. You can change it to whatever colors you want. It's just a quick visual representation of which way the trend is going. So when it comes up, as you can see, I'm in a downtrend. Red is down, blue is up. I'm going to make these indicators here a little bolder. So I'm going to click on it. And the first line for Dodger blue and the second line for the red, I'm just going to thicken that a little bit. I'm going to go to 2. And as you can see, it stands out a little bit more where you can see it. For my other indicators, I use this FX keys indicator. But before I install that, I also use an oscillator. I'm sorry. I use a stochastic oscillator, and with that said, it's quite a few lines to set up on the stochastics oscillator. But I also use multiple moving averages. So before I install the stochastics oscillator, I'm going to do the moving averages. And the way I set up the moving averages is quite a few of those. So you want to make sure you set them up like this if you decide to use this strategy. This is for, like I say, demo purposes only. Your results may not be indicative of my results, so you could lose money trading Forex. I want you to know that out the box. But on the I'm sorry, I chose the wrong moving average. That's an I have trouble saying that word today for some reason. That's a moving average oscillator. What you want to do is go up to Insert, Indicators, and you want to go to Trend, and you want to go to Moving Average. In this box, you want to go to a period 3, and you want it to be exponential, and you want it to be on the close. I usually change this one, since it's the faster of the moving averages, I usually change it to yellow. And I make the line number 2 with the thickness. So you can see that. And we're going to do it again. Moving average. The next moving average is 5. And we're going to change these all to red until we get to the next one. And I usually make that line of number 1 thin. So I'm going to do this again. Moving average. And this is 13. Okay. Moving average. And this is 15. Okay. Moving average. This is 20. Okay. Moving average again. This is 25. This is 30. And this is 35. Okay, those are the first set of moving averages I set up on there. The second set is exactly the same moving average. It's just a different color and a different period. So we're going to change this color to Dodger Blue. And the next one is 40. 45. 50. 55. And 60. Again, make sure it's exponential. Make sure it's set to apply to the close. You don't have to change any of the other parameters, and click OK. So that's what my moving averages look like. Next, I'm going to go down and add the stochastic oscillator. And again, there are a couple of oscillators. This oscillator, we're going to add it quite a few times, but we're going to change some of the parameters in it. Basically, the K period is going to be 8 to start. Leave the slow 3. Leave the D period 3. As far as the high, you want to leave it like it is and make it exponential. None of that stuff really changes. But there's a reason why it is like that, and I'll show you why that is in another video. Right now we're just setting everything up. So that's 833, close. Change the price field to close and method to exponential. We're going to add the first one. And make the color yellow. And make the line weight number 2 on that one. So there you go. There's the first one. So we're going to add it again. Same thing. But we're going to change color to red. Make the line weight 1. and the parameter on this one is going to be 10. Okay, I'm going to do it again. The parameter on this one is going to be 15. Okay, again, the parameter on this one is going to be 20. Okay, and the parameter on this one is going to be 25. Okay, now we're going to add it again, except we're going to change some things. We're going to change the color for number 1. I'm going to change it to Dodger blue. We're going to leave the line weight the same. The parameter on this one is going to be 30. 35. 40. 45. And 50. So that's what your stochastics indicator should look like. The last thing I have left to add is I'm going to add a MACD indicator, but I'm not going to add the standard MACD indicator. I'm going to add a custom MACD indicator. And okay, none of the parameters change. What I normally do is go to properties, and because I want my uptrends to be green and my downtrends to be red, I'm only going to change this first color, this purple, and I'm going to change it to a lime green color. And okay, that's what your chart should look like based on the fact you may be trading this strategy that I'm going to show you that I'm trading. I feel like it's a good strategy. I've had a lot of success with it so far in the last month or so. I've traded it when spreads are wide. I've traded it when spreads are narrow, and I've had a lot of good success on it. Basically, I did a PDF file based on all the settings I've shown you for the stochastics, the moving averages, and the MACD and everything that I just installed, mainly the moving averages and stochastics. And this is basically what the PDF looks like. I call it my moving averages trading plan, and I just basically typed everything up and outlined it in this PDF file, and gave you a couple of screenshots of what it looks like. Of course, on this one I hadn't added the MACD yet on it, and I didn't change any of the colors on the moving averages, but you get the idea. Like I say, you can select whatever colors you would like that best suits you. Again, this is basically how I just set everything up and I trade. So I hope this information serves you well, and if you have any questions or want any of the indicators, you can email me at my email address below, icloppse@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to send them to you, or to send you a link where you can download the indicators. If you have any questions, just email me, icloppse@gmail.com. Hope everybody enjoyed this video, and hope this can help somebody along the way with their trading. Thanks.